Hey guys, sorry I did not get my video up before. Kind of a crazy weekend. My husband, Friday I had to run errands and do some things, so my husband was home with the kids, and then Saturday my son had a rugby tournament, and I didn't really have a good time to do my video on Saturday after my meeting, and then Yesterday, my husband just got sick. I don't know, he was in bed pretty much all day, and I'm still not feeling great today, but better. So I really haven't had a chance to do anything. I'm actually on my way to meet a friend, my hairdresser too, actually, who I saw on Friday. And actually the funny thing about her is that we have been friends for 22 years, I guess. We met in middle school, and then up in New Hampshire, where I'm from. And so we were friends, and then I moved to North Carolina back 11 years ago, whatever. And then she moved here about a year after I did. So funny how we met up in New Hampshire, but now we both live here. So anyway, so we're gonna meet for coffee and to go walking, which is something that I have not done great with my fit points and my activity lately. I've been really bad about that. So I'm trying. In fact, I went to the gym yesterday. My husband got up for a little bit, said he was feeling a little bit better. So I went to the gym, but I only lasted 20 minutes. I did 15 minutes on the elliptical and 5 minutes on the lateral, like elliptical machine thing. I could have done more. I don't know. My mind apparently wasn't in it. I just didn't want to be there. So I got a little bit in, but not much. And then, so today I'm trying. I figure if I'm walking and talking, then it will go quickly, and then I get my footsteps in. But, so this week when I weighed in, I lost absolutely nothing. I gained absolutely nothing. I stayed the same, which I will take happily, because last week, I feel like every week for the last month or so, I, end up getting off track one day, and I'm not, to be honest, I've kind of gotten over beating myself up about it. I figure this is a lifestyle, and if I can still manage to lose and have nights where I eat more than I probably should, then I shouldn't really worry about it too much. I mean, I don't want to make this an everyday thing, but once a week, if that can turn maybe into once every other week or once a month or whatever, maybe, But other than that, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. This is life, and I do have a binge eating disorder that will never go away, and unfortunately, it's just something I struggle with. But anyway, this happened, I think, Monday or Tuesday, and it was great the rest of the week, and for some reason, I was down 1 pound on my scale, and for some reason, I only could get me back down to what I weighed in last Saturday. So I was down 1, gained 2, and lost 1, which some weeks that's just going to happen. So I'm moving on, and that's that. But then this weekend I did good until last night, and I think I was tired and stressed out, and I don't do well with sicknesses. My anxiety gets the best of me. I start worrying, and then I make myself sick, and at first I just ate my emotions, and then ended up feeling sick later that night, and then woke up this morning and lost weight. So, I don't know. Our bodies are so weird. But I'll take it and move on from there. So, we'll just, I'm going to take it day by day. I'm hoping that I really would like to lose a good probably 11 more pounds by Christmas. I'm not sure that's doable. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. But, honestly, if I just maintain for the next couple of months, I have to be okay with that, because this is the hardest time of the year. This is we're in the trifecta, the Bermuda Triangle, that, of a bunch of holidays. It was Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Now it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. And so, a lot of people, what I think they say, like, the average is, like, people gain, a good 5 or 10 pounds during this time. So, I guess if I could even just maintain, or even if I only lose 1 or 2 pounds, I should be happy about that. So, the only thing, I have to admit, I'm kind of feeling comfortable right now. And I don't really like that feeling, because even though I have come a long way, and guys, I have been doing Weight Watchers for 10 weeks, and I've lost almost 20 pounds in 10 weeks. But over the course of mostly the last year or so, my heaviest was 272.2 pounds, and that was back in 2012. And I did, when I had my second son, I lost some weight during that pregnancy, and I then kind of creeped up a little bit more, so I haven't quite gotten back up to there since 2012, but I really started watching what I was eating and trying to exercise more back last year in April. Kind of had a couple of bouts up and down, joined Weight Watchers, I think in either September or October last year when they were doing Points Plus, lost a little bit there, was able to kind of maintain it. So I've really been hopping from thing to thing to thing over the course of the last couple of years. And I'm down over 60 pounds total.
Watch out, vehicle stop, third shoulder ahead.
So, it's one of those things that I'm very proud of myself for that. And I feel much better these days than I did 60 pounds ago. So, I don't quite like the comfortable feeling I have, because I have 80 plus probably pounds still to lose. My first goal is 130. I'm only 5'1", so we'll see. I kind of feel like that's a good way, a good place to kind of set as a goal and then go from there. But, I don't know where I should be. And then I figure, so I have 80 plus pounds. I haven't even lost 80 pounds yet. So I have more than halfway still to go. I don't want to be comfortable now, because if I'm comfortable now, I'm more likely to stop. So I'm trying hard to get past that, and to deal with the binge eating disorder. And if you don't have a binge eating disorder, I don't know how to explain it to you. I don't know. I'm assuming that most people who are overweight probably do have a binge eating disorder. It may not be as severe for some people as it is for others, but I don't know. But it's hard. I don't wish that on anybody. I feel like it's not any easier than someone who's addicted to drugs or cigarettes or alcohol or whatever. And it's so funny, because I've always been like, well, at least you can stay away from that stuff. You don't have to have that in your life, but you do have to have food. And it's funny, because someone in our meeting a couple weeks ago said, an alcoholic does have to drink. And so, if you are an alcoholic, you still have to find a beverage to choose, which I never thought about it that way, but they're right. It's not quite as easy as I don't feel like I don't have to eat or drink, versus a binge eater. Alcoholics do have to drink something, and if their beverage of choice is normally a beer or alcohol or whatever, then every time they have to go drink something because they're thirsty, they have to make that choice. So that did put it into perspective. I still kind of look at that as similar to binge eating because it's still something that we need to keep ourselves alive. Drugs and cigarettes are not something that we need to stay alive. But I do get where the drinking thing is similar. But anyway, I just thought, I'd throw that out there since we were talking about it. I am meeting my friend at Starbucks before we go walk, and I have to admit that I have the Starbucks, the gold card, and since they changed the new program over, now they send you all these dash things to do, and so Saturday they sent me, if you get a drink before 10 o'clock, we'll give you 30 extra bonus stars. And I already had it. If you buy any macchiato, you get an extra 60 stars. Skinny caramel macchiatos were my go-to before, and I thought I was doing pretty good. But when Weight Watchers switched to Smart Points and they are counting now sugar, even with the sugar-free syrups, a lot of times, like the caramel macchiato still has the caramel syrup. And I haven't tried it without it, so I don't know if I would like it or not. But I really wanted to get those extra 90 combined stars to get me closer to a free drink. But I don't want to spend... I don't even know what the points are. I think it's like 7 points or 8 points for a grande skinny caramel macchiato, maybe. I don't know. So I'm kind of bummed about that. I usually have been getting a latte if I go with sugar-free syrup, and that's like 3 or 4 points. 4, I think. I think the cinnamon dolce one's 3. I don't know why it would be different. I think all the sugar-free syrups should be 0 sugar, so I'm not quite sure why. I'm confused by that, but anyway. So yeah, that's that. But I guess I don't really have anything else to talk about. I think, I guess for Thanksgiving, I wasn't worried because we don't usually do like anything big for Thanksgiving. We don't live close to our family, and growing up, Thanksgiving, we always spent it with a bunch of family members. So for me, I don't like to make it a big deal. Like, I just want it to be another day, and because it's hard being away from my family, and we go see them at Christmas and or Christmas time. So but we got invited to a friend's house, and then so we're gonna do that. So I have to figure that out. So I didn't think it would be a big deal, but it might be now. Christmas might be harder, just because we don't have as many gatherings to go to this year, because we won't be home when a lot of our gatherings are going on, but there still will be a few things. So I don't know, but again, I guess if I can just maintain, then I'll just be happy with that. I really think I just need to have my goal be to maintain, and then from there, if I lose anything extra, then it's only bonus, but we'll see. So, all right, guys, well, I guess I will touch base with you later, and I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll talk to you next week. All right, bye.